Welcome back to another Wynncraft video. So today I have some plans that do stuff just a little different. Lately we have just been doing quest, which is good to progress through the story and to progress through the game. But I want a little bit of a break from just the constant questing. So today we are going to be visiting the top guild islands and player housing in the list, and we're going to just be looking around and giving our opinions. Before we get into all the guild islands and player housing, let's go ahead and open up our crates for the day. Let's hope we get something lucky here. Quite a few rares in this, so I'd be happy with really any of the rares to help with some trade ups. And this is a weird one. Rare? Rare? Should be a rare? Oh, don't tell me it's going to skip all those. Okay, we got a rare. That was just a really weird looking crate. Alright, now we'll do our next crate. It happened with this one too. I do like that, I was about to say, I do like that dagger skin. Okay, got two rares. Let's see what we can do with those. 1, 2, 3. Trade them up. And we get a pirate relic. I get lots of relics. And probably the class I'm looking least forward to playing is Shaman. And I get all sorts of relics. You can see here that in my godly rewards. Where is that? Or my black market rewards, I have a frosty relic. So that stinks. Anyway, let's get into visiting the housing. Alright, one more thing before we get into the housing is we have this sub-guild now called Flames of the Furnace, owned by Raining Laser. So this is a guild meant for people who aren't too interested in warring. Maybe they can only play like a couple hours a week, or just the people that still want to be involved, but can't be like quite as active as we're looking for in the main guild. So we still want those people to be involved. So go ahead and apply to the Flames of the Furnace if you're interested in a guild like that. All right, here we go. So the first house we're going to look at is the TAQ housing, which is the Aquarium. These are one of the biggest guilds. If you look on the territory map, they own a ton of win right now. It is the preseason still, but they've been around for a while as far as I know. And they have some massive structures, which is, it looks really cool. It's like a nice sandy scene, which is pretty neat. Got some houses, some stuff inside. Not too bad. I like how there's actually some stuff inside on this one. A lot of the guild housing that we will see has like these massive structures and then they're just empty. Like this one is kind of empty. Like in my opinion, I love how this looks, but why are you ever going to go in there, right? There's no like utility in this besides having it look cool, which is fine. If that's what they want, then that's what they want. But in my opinion, I like things that look nice and are also practical. You know, maybe they all come up and sit around this table when they discuss war times. I don't know. But I bet a lot of these smaller buildings are like their profession buildings and such that they actually use. So let's take a look. Yeah, Emerald Merchant, they have like a bank, item identifier. So these are probably the ones that get used. So the grand building looks cool, it just doesn't really look like it has too much of a use. And I wonder if they have some type of arena nearby. I'm a big PvP fan. Oh, you're entering a PvP zone. I like the sound of that. Maybe this whole staircase thing is their PvP zone. Let's go up the water. Maybe they fight on top here. Oh no, leaving a PvP zone. Okay, interesting. Alright, well let's move on to the next guild house. The next one we are going to visit is the ETW Empire of TKW. So let's go ahead and come in and look here what we got. So we have like a marketplace. Okay, I like the marketplace that all their guild members can put up their little bank or their like player shops. That's sweet. We have like a mine. Looks like a start of a mine. PvP is enabled. Oh, I stepped on a teleporter that just shot me into the sky. Interesting. What else we got here? Okay, kind of like a Japanese looking style. Not too bad. And these buildings have any utility. You know, I'm a stickler, okay? I know I didn't even build our own guild island, but I like when the buildings have a use. Okay, this one does. That's sweet. Oh, this is a nice row. So behind all the shops, they have all the NPCs. That's sick. Yeah, I like this one. It looks like they're probably still in the process of building more buildings. I think these posts here are laid out to start a new one. So this one is definitely still growing, and it'll be exciting to see what they turn this into. The next guild house we are going to look at is Mons by Montez. I think that is how you say it. So looks like we even have some people that are active in this one straight off the bat, just pretty sick. And here we have a lot of little houses. Let's see if they got some use to them. They do look really nice. There's a lot of stuff. I do like how this looks. They have a giant mountain in the back, but there's almost a little bit too much going on, you know? Like when you first come in and you look straight up, you're like, what am I supposed to be looking at right now, right? So one thing that does stand out is that mountain in the back, which looks awesome. But let's kind of walk around and see what else we got back here. So a little gate, and back in here, combat dummies around a little tunnel. A little watch your head. Okay, where's this go? Okay, it looks like still unfinished down here. This is like the under part of this city. Okay. It looks like they still have some work to do back in this section. That's alright. These builds definitely take time. Let's see what else they got going on. I'm just trying to find my way out. Let's just jump off the edge. See what they got going on their message board from 4 months ago. Built by 2 of us? Oh, that's cool. So all this was built by only 2 people. That is pretty impressive. Yeah, I like this one. Again, my only complaint is that there's kind of a lot of stuff all jam-packed in this one area, and like you don't even know what to look at besides that mountain in the back. So anyway, let's move on to the next one. The next one we are at is a player house called, it's Watashi's house, and it looks like he is pretty new starting it. And they're asking me if I'm rich or poor. Interesting. So it looks like it's going to be like a court style design. They have beacons here. Maybe going to make like a big dome room, which is pretty neat. It's not really too much to look at here, but we'll move to the next one in the trending list. The next guild island is Sulf by Mercury Sulfide. They've got not too much except for this middle building with some identifiers, trademark, emerald merchant. So this is kind of useful that everything's right next to each other. Trade market NPCs everywhere with all the stations, which is pretty neat. Overall aesthetic though, they got some work to do. All they got is one big tower in the middle, but hopefully they got some plans to make it bigger. But all right, that's the on this one. The next one is a player house by Nymph named Who's Coming. So we're gonna, oh my. All right, this is the opposite of the last one. This one's sick. All right, so let's go through and look here. Looks like there is a cave at the entrance. I like how it's all different texture, different colors of blocks. They got some moss in here, just like a waterfall falling down, which is good. That it's not all just the same. Message board, let's take a look. Iron Man, by the way, yes. This person made all of this on an Iron Man character. So they have some shops here. Okay. Where's the useful stuff? I know he's an Iron Man player, so there's gotta be like all of the professions in one spot, right? There's gotta be. Ability shard. Pedestal, okay. Got the shops again. Huh. Am I missing it somewhere? Oh, he has infinite mana turned on here. That's nice. So there's a bank. Victim skull. Oh, that means he's killed 295 unique players. Okay. Let's go to the hub. Mansion statue. The prof things. That's what I'm looking for. It's the prof things. Okay, so he just has like a bank, item identifiers, and all of the stations just in a circle. That's pretty convenient. Blacksmith up on top. It's definitely convenient. Not the prettiest thing. But overall, this place is nice. I like the big statue up there. I like how you go through the caves to get to the main building. And it kind of does the work that he wants it to do. The next one we are going to be looking at is the Forgotten Library by the guild Forgotten Library. They say this one is a work in progress, but oh man, we start off with just a massive building. So it looks like, as of now, they're just working on the shell. And hopefully as time goes on, but oh my gosh, I just know how many blocks this must have taken. But hopefully as time goes on, they start to work on an interior. I'm not sure how long this one has been a thing, but if you look here, they have all the profession stations, all the NPCs. If they have a message board, updated 3 months ago. Okay. Well, it doesn't make me too hopeful that they're going to continue building the inside, but it does look pretty good, the Forgotten Library. So we just went through all of the interesting ones on the trending list. Now I've sorted by the most upvoted, and we're going to visit some of these. So we're going to go to the A&O housing, which is one of the most competitive guilds on the server. So okay, they have a message board that was updated 14 months ago. Consider upvoting, join the guild. Okay. Right off the bat, they have a nice blacksmith station, weaponsmith, woodworking, jeweling, all right there, which is nice. I like that it's all just right there. We've got another message board, just everyone saying hi. Let's see, jukebox. So these might be like little player housing. I do like how big this place feels, and that they didn't just keep the normal circle shape of the guild island. What I don't like is how they just kind of chopped it off. I bet this is the border, like how big you can build it. I don't like how it just like straight falls off here. Cool little boat. The Pinto Bean Island with the Pinto Bean Tower. Interesting. We have a nice bank. What is this? Trade market with some build stands. Message board a year and a half ago. Okay. The bank. Let's see how useful the bank is. Bank, blacksmith, identifier, trade market, all right in this little area. That is pretty nifty, pretty useful. Now let's go look at the main building. All right, this is what I was talking about earlier. Is these main buildings are cool, they draw attention, but there's nothing in them. Yeah, it's just empty, just empty up here. You know, if that's what they wanted, cool. But I think it'd be cool to add some life to that place. And we got some stuff actually floating up in the sky. I didn't notice this stuff. Interesting. This kind of looks like a laser beam looking thing. Okay. The laser beam pointed downwards. Could this be an arena over here? I like me my PvP arenas. Let's see. This is like a circular shape. It's probably just a tower, but I can dream that it's an arena. How do I get inside? There might not even be a way to get inside, actually. I'm not seeing one. Uh-oh, this isn't a good sign. Yep. It's kind of empty. Looks like they might still be working on some things. Overall, pretty good guild island. It makes sense why this one's #1. Next, we are at the Broken Empire by the Broken Gas Mask. Right away, let's look at the message board. Okay. Just a bunch of random stuff that was updated quite a while ago, 3 months. We have a bank, a bunch of different NPCs, jukebox. My only feedback about the bank would be it'd be nice to have some of the other NPCs in the bank, just for convenience, because the bank is probably what you're going to be using the most. The trade market is right here, so it's not too far. Outside the bank, blacksmith, and a bunch of the prof stations right across. Not too bad for convenience, could be a little bit better. Message board 7 months ago. So we have an emerald merchant and a trade market right next to each other. A little stage. It's pretty neat. Alright, are they going to pass my test though? Oh! What is it? We have an arena! We have a place with a proper arena. This is sick. Big props to this guild. We're having this arena. But are they going to pass the big building test? Okay. In this room, they have a bunch of build stands. Level 70 Saints, level 71 Visceral, Detla's tribal. Don't know what all this means. Oh, these must be the sets. Yeah, these are set bonuses. Okay. Interesting. They have all like the sets. Maybe that's their goal, is to collect all the sets and lay them out. What else do they have in this thing? Message board. Secret painting. Nope. Be a winner, not a sinner. Okay. Empty rooms, empty rooms, empty rooms. See, the big building problem. It looks cool on the outside, but on the inside there's not really too much of a use. Why would I ever come here rather than do everything out there? And this is the thing that definitely took them longer to make. I'm not saying it doesn't look good, because it looks nice. But I'm never going to come up here instead of use all the stuff down there. The next housing we're looking at is the Sequoia housing. So we're going to see if this one can break the norm. So we have here interesting block palettes. It looks like everything's kind of different, which is interesting. So we have this room with the booth set up, and that's about it on this one. Over here, it looks like we got some stuff inside. So we have teleporter, blacksmith, identifier, trade market bank. Okay, this is a nice utility room for all the things you need to do, which I like. Now, a little instrument area at the cooking station. Insert shop name. Looks like they're allowing their people to set up shops, which is pretty a neat idea. Let's see, there's another building over here. Looks like it's still a work in progress. I don't think I've seen one that's been like officially, oh, I'm done type of thing. Okay, tons of shops up here. It's always nice to let your guild members put their shops up around. I think it should be in a little bit of a more accessible spot from the start if you want other people that visit and are kind of looking around like me to actually look at them. We have a stage with a bunch of seats around it. Looks pretty cool. In here, looks like this is definitely a work of progress. But what is this? Is it supposed to be like a big tree? This is called Sequoia. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a big tree. Yeah, it definitely looks like they have their work cut out for them still to finish this up. It does look nice. I do like the utility room they have down there. Up here is empty. This would be a perfect, in my opinion, put a teleport pad next to the spawn. Make this your utility room so you can have like a nice use of the building you spent so long working on. You know, that's just my opinion. I'm going to keep saying that every time, and a lot of people probably disagree with me, but that's okay. But let's move on to the next one. The next guild house we're going to look at is the best guild house of all of them. And I'll explain why. So, the furnace. The Sequoia was still loaded in the background. But the furnace, it has everything that I want. So right when you walk in, you have a booth shop. So someone can set up a booth. So if people want to sell their stuff, they can come in and they can see that stuff right away. You have a message board that kind of explains some things. I agree with this one. I think this is probably the most true thing the Undead Gamer 039 has ever said. If you're a strategist or higher, claim a housing plot. So we're giving housing plots to our strategists and higher. And then we have a little teleport area. So if you want to get to a place quickly, all you have to do is walk over here. Nice overhang. So let's go ahead and we're just going to move around. We have a little gazebo here for some meetings. Here is just kind of a potion shop, which is sick. Now, what we did is we wanted everything to be efficient, right? So you can stand right here and you can access your bank, the trade market a couple steps away, identifier, emerald merchant. So everything's right here and it looks really nice. We have a little message board over here too. Dr. Green, I couldn't agree with you more there. And then in every room we have a way to get back to spawn from a teleporter, which is nice. We have a blacksmith, and then we have our prof area. A prof area is not like as you can just stand in one area and click on everything, but it is all still centralized. We have a bank right there. We have a nice blacksmith. We wanted a nice blacksmith because this place is called the Furnace. So even though we have multiple blacksmiths, we still like this one a lot. And we got a stage, player housing's back here, a nice tower. But the most important part, oh, this is a work in progress here. Ignore this face in the middle. The most important part is our focal point. The thing that we have spent the most time on is the thing that we are probably going to use the most, our PvP arena. I love the PvP in this game. You probably know that if you've been watching me for a bit. So this is probably the area that we are going to spend the most when we have our tournaments. It is awesome. We spent like 4 or 5 hours in here the other day just fighting and doing PvP tournaments. So our prized building, the thing that has taken the most time, is probably going to be the thing that gets the most use of, which I wanted it to be that way. Again, I didn't build any of this, okay? That's why I'm saying our. It was mostly our higher ranking guild members like Twigbones, Original Vampire, Phoenix, Dr. Green, and there's more people as well that have helped build this place. And Masese, I don't know how you pronounce your name, but anyway, all of these people did good work. Some rules over there. Did good work to make this place kind of exactly how we all wanted it to end up being. So that's awesome. That is going to do it for this video. I just wanted to kind of switch some stuff up. You know, we've been just doing quest, which can kind of get monotonous, honestly, if it's just quest. Because a lot of the quests right now are really long. So I just wanted to break it up a little bit. So I appreciate you coming and watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.